Hello and welcome again everyone. It is Marwan Ahmed Al-Utaibi. Unfortunately, this is the fifth and the last presentation we're gonna talk about. Today, I chose the book to talk about country. We're gonna talk about Indonesia. We will know everything about this country. Today, also we have five things to talk about. The first one is the introduction of this country. Second, the history of Indonesia. Number three, the culture of Indonesia. The fourth one is tourism in Indonesia. The last one is the conclusion of this topic. Number one, the introduction of this country. The official name of Indonesia is the Republic of Indonesia. Indonesia is a country in the Southeast Asia and Oceania, between the Indian and Pacific Ocean. It consists of more than 17,000 islands, including Sumatra, Java, Borneo, Sulawesi, and Papua New Guinea. Indonesia is the world's largest island country and the 14th largest country by land area, at 1.9 million square kilometers. With over 267 million people, it's the world's fourth most populous country as well as the most populous Muslim major country. Java, the world's most populous island, is home of more than half of the country population. Here I have some information about Indonesia. The capital of Indonesia is Jakarta. The official language Indonesian. Regional language over than 700 language. Ethnic group over 600 group. Religion 86 Islam, 10% Christianity, 1% Hinduism, and also 1% others. The demonym Indonesian. The government unitary presidential constitutional republic. The president name is Joko Widodo. The vice president Ma'ruf Amin. DPR speaker Ponan Maharani. The chief justice Muhammad Siradufin. Number two, the history of Indonesia. First, the early history. Followed to remain to Homo erectus, popularly known as Java man, suggested to Indonesian archipelago was inhabited 2.5 million years ago. Homo reached the region around 43,000 BCE. Austrasian people, who form a majority of modern population, migrated to South and East Asia from what now in Taiwan. They arrived in archipelago around 2000 BCE and confused native Milesian people to their Far East region as compared to the east. Ideal archaeological condition and the mastering of well-filled rice civilization as early as the 8th century BCE allowed villages, towns, and small kingdoms from flourishing and 1st century. The archipelago stretched sea with both Faston and island and international trade fluence with Indian kingdoms and Chinese dynasties. Number two, the recent history. As President Sukarno moved to Indonesia from democracy toward authoritarianism and maintained power by balancing opposite poles of the military, politician Islam, and increasingly powerful Communist Party of Indonesia. Tension between the military and PKI culminated at a temping coup in 1965. The army led to Major General Suharto, concerned by illustrating violent and communism pouring that killed between 500,000 and over a million people. The PKI was blamed for coup and electricity destroyed. Suharto capitalized of Sukarno weakened position and following the drawn of power play with Sukarno. Suharto was appointed president in March 1968. His new order as administration supported by the United States encouraged foreign direct invested, which the Korean factor in subquoted there indicated substantial economic growth. Number three, culture in Indonesia. If we want to talk about the culture, there are a lot of parts to talk about, such as food, clothes, music, media, sport, all that things come into the culture in Indonesia. But for the time, we only have three things to talk. The first one to talk is about the music. The music in Indonesia parties historical records of various indigenous tribes incorporate tunes and songs accompanied by musical instrument in their ritual. Angkong, kabai, saling, gong, gimlang, telblong, kobling, all the names of the music in Indonesia. The second thing is theater. Wayang and Javanese soldieries and Balinese shadows puppets. Theatre displayed several mythological legends such as Ramayana and Mahabharata. Other forms of local drama include the Javanese and Ludruk and keyboard prac. The Sundanese Sandawira, uh, Pitawi Legios, and various parenting dancing drama. They incorporate horror and just often involve the audience in their performance. Some theaters tradition also include musical dancing and their slots material such as Ranadai form performance and traditional ceremonies and festivals. The third thing we have the food. Indonesian cuisine is one of the most diverse, vibrant, and colorful in the world, from intense flavor. Many regional cuisines exist, often based upon of indigenous culture and foreign influence, such as Chinese, European, Middle East, leading to the stable food and several with slight dishes from meat, vegetable, spices, coconut milk, fish, chicken are fundamental indigenous. Number four, tourism in Indonesia. Here is the most important part in our presentation. There are a lot of things to do in Indonesia, but if you went to Jakarta, you should visit and pray to Istiqlal Mosque. It was built in 1978 after the Netherlands colonialism. The capacity of this mosque is about 200,000 prayers. The second place also you should visit is Bali Island. It's one of the famous islands in Indonesia. The population is about 4.3 million. Most of the population there is Hinduism, but still is a beautiful island. Number 5 and the last one, the conclusion of this topic. Indonesia is the most beautiful countries in the east of Asia. The people are Muslim and very friendly. The weather is usually rainy and magnificent. The food is also tasty. The prices are usually low and cheap. My advice, you should visit this country and make it your next destination in your vacation. Thanks everyone for listening this presentation. I hope everyone liked that country I gave it to you. And goodbye.